The rivalry in pursuing global domination amid the United States and the Soviet Union led to investments by both nations. Significant investment in military technology. United States utilized Area 51 as a mystery that contains a number of outstanding scientists engaged in innovative studies. Their works, invincible UFO-like aircraft, possessed the global focus. This project redefined aerospace engineering, surpassing the laws of physics and using cutting-edge weaponry. According to the Pentagon, the presence of these enigmatic devices blending the distinction between science and what distinguishes fiction from reality. Superior next-generation aircraft ere they join us as the U.S. prepared for war. Testing new UFO technology by the Air Force. Throughout the Cold War, the U.S. was renowned for creating unusual and unusually designed aircraft that frequently caused confusion, for some incorrectly classifying them as alien spacecraft. During this period witnessed a desire for military supremacy fueling quick developments in the aviation industry. Technology. Area 51, located in the barren Nevada desert, personifies this a covert period in American military history. The covert operations of the base have sparked a lot of conspiracy theories and secret research initiatives, while contemporary satellite technology has made some understanding of its structure and actual nature of Area 51's infrastructure is still hidden in confidence, shielded by strict security protocols. This establishment, possesses the U.S. Air Force Base, located at Groom Lake, is well known for its seclusion. Both well-armed and using electronic surveillance security groups. Area 51 characteristics: broad runways measuring up to 12,000 feet and is enclosed by two gated military areas around the test site in Nevada, where tests of nuclear weapons were conducted. The Nevada test and the years 1950-1990, and a training range that surpasses 2.9 million acres and vital to the armed force testing and instruction throughout the Cold War. Tensions on board the U-2 spy plane, a famous representation of intellect assembly armed with a Pratt and this is a Whitney G75 turbojet engine. Amazing aircraft could accomplish heights of more than 70,000 feet, skydiving beyond the enemy's radar coverage and surf atop an aerial missile. Although it might not have been particularly swiftness, was not as notable as its endurance feature that allows it to cover a wide regions while on a single mission. The turbojet Pratt and Whitney G75 engine gave the U-2 access to the essential push to achieve staggering altitudes that permit it to function in the elevated atmosphere well beyond the detection powers of enemies. Its main mission entailed carrying out thorough aerial reconnaissance inside Soviet airspace, frequently over delicate military installations and territories. But it wasn't about speed. The U-2's main priority was greater thanable to avoid possible dangers. Its some important quality that allowed it to stay in the air for more than 10 hours without refueling and extending it further using outside gasoline pods. This prolonged stay was vital for encompassing large areas and gathering important information through its advanced onboard cameras and sensors, even though it mostly depends on evasion and stealth to avoid the adversary experiences that the U-2 did have self-defense techniques. In particular, it could deploy an electronic defense mechanism. Gadgets like these pods, which are ECM-released electrical signals intended to disrupt or perplex adversary radar systems and dare-to-surface missiles, defending its dangerous overflights. The aqueduct project of the CIA resulted in Area 51 being chosen as a secret testing site for the U-2 because, due to its ideal and remote features consisting of a dry lake bed for an organic, the United States Air Force's runway started the project with the goal of establishing an innovative airplanes having the ability to take off vertically. This landing and swift flight project looked for substitutes for conventional aircraft arrangements, seeing something that looked like a flying saucer. Both horizontal and vertical flight competencies. Avro Canada, a division of the British group known as the Haas-Siddelitz Proficiency in Aviation, was chosen as the contractor in charge of creating the innovative aircraft. The partnership between Hawker Sy and Avro Candidato take advantage of their combined technical abilities and assets to accomplish undertaking 1,794 lofty objectives. At the center of known as Project 1794, it was a disc-shaped. This aircraft looks like a flying saucer, unorthodox design with a central circular platform and a cockpit for elevation and propulsion. British aircraft generation Jack Frost designer oversaw the AVAR's development, utilizing his background in the AR's experimental aviation project's design, integrated a number of important elements including a disc-shaped supersonic vehicle fighter concept that had as its goal reaching Mach 3.5 speeds at elevations of 100,000, but difficulties surfaced in creating a dependable engine, with early efforts producing hazardous outcomes like engine fires. To test the idea in a more manageable, the aircraft's prototype, known as the AVAR, was constructed with particular hovering and requirements for payload capacity. Sadly, the AVAR didn't perform well, unable to lift off the ground because of its weight surpassing its lifting capability. Moreover, the AVAR experienced stability and control problems due to its circular design, presented considerable aerodynamic difficulties. Noise produced while the machine is operating and being susceptible to sonic resonance. Extra worries that affected its preliminary testing of the military utility AVAR happened at the Avro Airplane, Ontario, Canada, plant selected for its remote location with excellent equipment facilities, but the outcomes were discouraging, which results in changes and further testing. In spite of initiatives to improve its functionality, the AVAR continued to be plagued by an unstable pitch issues, an unpredictable roll, and pitch changes following prolonged adjustments and testing, such as endeavors to redesign propulsion and systems of control. The AVAR was unable to fulfill expectations. Its top speed was restricted, and it showed notable instability when trying to take off. Addressing these concerns finally resulted in the AVAR project's cancellation in December 1961. The U.S. Air Force encountered a challenging choice to be made, as a Project 1794 is increasing technical costs constraints, and the inability to succeed with the prototypes for AVAR resulted in its formal cancellation. It signaled the conclusion of once promising project to establish innovative aircraft featuring VTO and high-speed capacities, considering the constraints of the U-2 and the unsuccessfulness of undertaking. Lockheed Martin, a well-known aerospace company responsible for famous planes such as the F-35 Lightning II and concealable F-117 Nighthawk, features continuously stretched the limits of flight to demonstrated the SR-71 Blackbird, an incredible feat of engineering and swiftness. This aircraft is the official fastest fighter aircraft produced to date, and its legacy is still motivational technological developments in aviation. Blackbird, the swiftest combatant, the SR-71 Blackbird, the aircraft ever built, sometimes referred to as the Blackbird alone, the most famous aircraft in history of aviation. It was a reconnaissance aircraft created in the United States, operated by the CIA and the Air Force from the 1960s to the 1990s. It was multiple cameras and sensors to record high-quality pictures and information from hostile regions, and had a significant function during the Cold War by supplying priceless knowledge that the Blackbird reached heights that others could only imagine. Wake served as evidence of the mental aspirations and hunger of those who braved to envision beyond the limitations of convention, which muddled the boundaries. The difference between science fiction and reality. The SR-71 Blackbird was honored not just for both its recognizable design and its amazing speed. This outstanding aircraft were able to sustain their cruising speeds that was more than 3 times as fast as sound, traveling at about 2200 mph. With such unmatched speed acquired, it has a rightful place in history as among the fastest aircraft ever built. Developed in addition, the SR-71 could soar at elevations of 85,000 feet or higher, far reaching into the stratosphere. This elevated hypersonic mixture provided the Blackbird with a resolute edge that enables it to surpass the majority of adversary defenses and interceptor planes dominating the skies. An actual trailblazer was the SR-71 Blackbird, establishing new benchmarks for speed and height. Of the Blackbird's streamlined and distinct design reduced radar interference cross-section, making the situation difficult for adversary radar systems to identify and monitor. When the SR-71 was refueling in flight, it had an remarkable range that enables it to cover enormous distances on just one mission. UFO-like aircraft, such as the Aurora, have observed being tested in the vicinity of Area 51. The story of Aurora initially began in the mid-1980s and early 1990s, according to reports emerged as strange, fast-moving aircraft sightings, described by witnesses as sonic booms and contrails that are not typical planes, that inspire speculation regarding a remarkable aircraft concealed within the mere depths of classified projects. When Aurora was mentioned, visions of an airplanes that are capable of astounding hypersonic velocities, well above the capabilities of recognized military aircraft. Aurora Legend's main components are its supposed hypersonic capacities, thought to move at velocity greater than Mach 5 or even Mach 6. Aurora was able to travel great distances in extraordinarily brief periods of time. Like exceptional quickness would change the limits of observation and monitoring, making swift possible reactions to new global threats. Witnesses frequently described unusual Aurora's trail of contrails, these contrails with a donut on top. The trope's appearance suggested an traditional propulsion. There was systemic conjecture regarding sophisticated electric propulsion technology such as scramjet engines and mechanisms that defy gravity. Like innovations will give Aurora unmatched speed and agility. The lore of Aurora often centers on its rumors about covert missions, indicate that this mysterious aircraft is used in monitoring and clandestine activities, perhaps keeping an eye on foreign countries or obtaining intelligence, as it is said its ability to blend in would allow it to operate stealthily, slipping past theskies that go mostly unnoticed. And undiscovered confusing feature of the Aurora storytelling is the veil of mystery encircling its government representative. Shave remained resolutely silent, not verifying nor refuting such and the existence of aircraft in silence fuels rumors that Aurora might have been possibly a portion of a project with no funding withdrawn or swapped out for more progression technology-wise. A black triangle is the TR-3. One more enigmatic and mysterious aircraft target of numerous conspiracy theories and gossip. While it was being evaluated, it has not yet been formally verified by any. It has a military or government agency sparked aviation's curiosity. Fans and believer in conspiracies analogous to the TR-3's black origins triangle first appeared in the 1980s and the 1990s, when accounts of unknown objects in flight that have triangle form started to appear. These frequently reported sightings of big, quiet, low-flying airplane with exceptional dexterity. Tests asserted that this enigmatic vessel could hover quickly, pick up speed, and make sharp twists that break the rules of traditional. Among the most important is aviation assertions about the TR-3, a black triangle, that it has advanced stealth capabilities. Thanks to technology, it's almost invisible. To be aware of this purported stealth ability has sparked rumors that the aircraft is employed for surreptitious reconnaissance, electronic warfare missions, or other. Some even propose that classified operations it might serve as a test bed for innovative materials that absorb radar and technology. Is yet another fascinating feature. True-3 a mythos is what powers its system. That numerous conspiracy theories suggest that the aircraft's power source is unusual techniques, potentially utilizing electromagnetic or anti-gravity. These hypothetical engines for propulsion systems are frequently connected to their alleged capacity to hover soundlessly and reach fast speeds without generating the new SR-72 Darkar sonic boom is at last prepared for testing. Journey started as a vision rather than a blueprint. A variety of inventiveness surfaced from these first creative sparks. Creating a plane similar to the SR-72 is regarding slamming through speed obstacles and knowing every aspect, offload dynamics, and aerodynamics fusion of intuition and mathematics. The prowess of the dark stars lies in their hardened, driving an artistic masterpiece of engineering that changes smoothly between ramjet and a traditional turbojet propulsion. At this point, the engines adjust to the speed of the aircraft, maximizing effectiveness at each stage of every turn. Every contour and every flight possess a unique language for every design. Every decision is a deliberate dance between engineers of form and function. Meticulously designed, the SR-72's structure but still required to enhance the engine of the SR-72's aircraft is the maximum strength, converting fuel into a thrust symphony that elevates the airplanes that surpass the dark star. The velocity encapsulates spirit, essential element of unadulterated force. This marvel of technology uses velocity as instead of being its primary weapon. Bound by the limitations of regular speed, the SR-72 dizzying speed, measured by its astounding Mach 10 capacity, is not merely a statistical analysis, is a significant advancement in technology, a turning point that catapults humanity into aunts believed to be the domain of science fiction, set in a universe plagued by geographical limitations. Of the dark star symbolizes a historic advancement in aviation technology, is expanding the bounds of what was previously believed to be feasible above and beyond. The astounding speed that the dark star highlights, the plane's unmatched flexibility, really sets apart from that. This is not a question of elegance or aesthetics, is a vital characteristic that makes a difference. The SR-72 cockpit, a battle between life and death, a mental extension of the Pilla channel for communicating quick decision share to the responsive design of the aircraft. When science and art collide, man is blurred a machine and preparing the environment for the only survival. Violating in this arena, the masters of aviation dare to tread lightly. Pilots refine themselves to become conductors of this symphony of agile agility, pushing boundaries and beating the odds. The ability to maneuver is a statement of supremacy, evidence that the SR-702, the dark star, is the only star in the sky. Laws or the laser weapon system is a laser beam, a precise tool for devastation, penetrating the sky and destroys targets with surgical precision. Accuracy is a scientific triumph and strategy, a device that utilizes the essence of light to bring about destruction. The laws apply to those who threaten peace. System is a significant tool, not just a weapon. Leap in the doctrine of modern warfare. Conventional defense strategies are made outdated in the face of the precision and speed of light-based. The system produces weapons with a high concentrated and directed laser beam of energy, pinpoints with remarkable accuracy. The laser's energy is absorbed by the target, producing harm or devastation. They are useful for blocking incoming dangers like enemy missiles or aircraft by essentially melting or shutting down one of their parts. The benefits of applying laws to the SR-72 are its light speed engagement, enabling for quick reaction to dangers and reducing the amount of time needed to neutralize. Moreover, laser weapons are more expensive, more productive and efficient than conventional weapons, since they don't need projectiles and possess an almost endless supply of ammunition, provided that a power source is accessible. Consider a circumstances where a malevolent threat is neutralized even before they get close. The micros define the battlefield seconds, and the measure of success is the aviation's lightning-fast speed. The world has seen the rise of technological marvels that advance the limitations of airborne warfare, and one such, the SR-71 Blackbird Titan, is well known for its incredible speed, stealth, and reconnaissance abilities. That it has long been the swiftest fighter aircraft in history constructed. But knowledgeable about the field, think there's a new challenger out there soon to come that will challenge this, the next generation. A legendary aircraft yet, or the Air Dominance Program, started by the United States in 2014, another inconspicuous addition to the U.S. military arsenal, featuring an estimated $16 billion, will be invested, symbolizes a deliberate attempt to bring about during the sixth generation of fighters. The goal of the NGAD fighter is to surpass its forerunners In every setting aspect new benchmarks for stealth, speed, and altitude, and then GAD's technological innovation, the fighter's incredible speed, which is staggering 1,800 miles per hour, in addition to guarantees quick reaction times, but also permits quick entry and exit from hostile airspace, which makes it a powerful power in aerial warfare with an incredible width of 15-mile flight ceiling. This fighter can function at heights that few opponents are able to participate in, offering a tactical benefit in the heavens in the field of cover technology. The GAD combatant surpasses its with stealth coding. It is essentially undetectable by radar, making it a challenging enemy forces in a powerful way to track and target. This characteristic grants a significant advantage in any fighting situation, making certain the GAD combatant can act carefully and hit with accuracy. What actually sets the GAD apart combatant is its incorporation of advanced artificial intelligence. The fighter's AI system provides it with unmatched independence and making decisions capabilities. An exceptional use of the ability of this AI technology is to command a horde of drones to improve its combat effectiveness and adaptability. This feature, powered by AI, not only allows precise and well-coordinated drone operations, but also gives the GAD fighter more power with flexibility and quick thinking and dynamism in battle circumstances. The GAD fighter uses two varieties of drones that are under its control. The first category includes reconnaissance drones with incredibly accurate radars, with unlimited tracking capability within a 46 square mile radius. This outstanding coverage area enables identifying any danger or enemy inside a considerable distance. When placed in a strategic location along these drones create a perimeter, that impenetrable zone that is approximately 3,000 mi, successfully covering regions with monitoring abilities. After an airplane's or a danger is detected inside this extensive surveillance net, the GAD fighter can swiftly engage and deploy the second type of drone. These drones are equipped with advanced weaponry and exhibit exceptional accuracy. When directed toward a target, they can eliminate it within seconds, making them formidable offensive assets in any combat scenario. The synergy between the GAD fighter and its swarm of drones is a testament to the evolution of aerial combat tactics. The integration of AI enhances the fighter's situational awareness and extends its reach and lethality. This combination of speed, stealth, and autonomous drone control positions the GAD fighter as a formidable force on the modern battlefield. The stakes are incredibly high for the Sur-72 and the next-generation air dominance program. If these cutting-edge aircraft pass their tests, they have the potential to redefine the future of aviation. The SR-72's unmatched speed and altitude capabilities could revolutionize reconnaissance and strike missions, while NAD's AI-driven capabilities and drone swarming technology could reshape air warfare. The success of these projects would solidify United States air dominance and set new standards for global aviation, marking a pivotal moment in the evolution of aerial combat and intelligence gathering. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click the link on your screen to check out more videos. See you there.